everything's gonna be okay. If you're here, it's because you're a little confused and you don't really know what to do, so you're reaching out. And you may not have people to talk to in person, but you've got me, and together we're gonna get through this, okay? So instead of stressing out, let's talk about some things that'll help you on your journey. To start, gender is a spectrum, okay? You've got 2 points. You've got female and you've got male. And whether people like it or not, there's so much going on in between these 2 points. Now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to place yourself on this line. And you don't have to, but you're just trying to figure it out. One of the things I noticed is, for me personally, is that I always found myself wearing clothes that were opposite of my gender. I was jealous of what my brother was wearing. I didn't feel comfortable in what my sisters were wearing. I felt so out of place all the time. And it was very hard growing up. It was very, very hard growing up. And I tried so hard to fit into school. Kids would make fun of me. I was so bullied so many times that I started to hate people. And in starting to hate people for not understanding me, I pushed myself away from the idea that I might be in the wrong body. To preface, when I was 4 years old, I had a crush on The Little Mermaid. It is what it is. I love Disney. You guys are gonna find that out about me. Love The Little Mermaid so much. It was more so that I wanted to be like Eric. And I know a lot of you who are looking this up right now are looking up like, oh shit. Yeah, I did do that. Exactly, okay? I wanted to be him. And I think it's important to remember that that's okay. You're allowed to feel what you feel. So, feeling out of place all the time and not really feeling comfortable with the idea of what your gender was assigned to you is a really big clue that you may want to talk to a gender therapist. And honestly, if you're looking up this video and you're doing research like this, you should talk to a gender therapist either way, because gender therapy saved my life. I just want to put that out there. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm saying it's a good idea, okay? Especially if you're looking up stuff like this. Another really big thing that I found is that kids know they're trans at a very young age. They just choose not to say anything because A, it doesn't really matter to them. They're kids. They're running around on the playground, getting hurt, laughing, playing in mud. They don't care. They just know what they know, okay? Because I remember feeling the same way. So it's important to remember that, especially if you're a parent here on my channel and you're looking up stuff, which by the way, good on you. You're doing more research, like I said in my last video, and you found this video, and we're all here, and we're all a big happy family, somewhat, but we're gonna roll with the punches here, okay? Research is key to a lot of success in life, I'm just saying. You do your research, it gets you further, all right? So that's the second thing. You'll know from a young age, and it's okay if you don't know from a young age. Some of you will know some of you will know from a young age, okay? And that's okay. But if you decide later on in life, like a lot of my friends, just want to keep rolling on here, that is okay too. It's all about trying to figure yourself out, trying to decide what's comfortable for you, okay? Knowing whether you're transgender or not, you're gonna come to that conclusion, and it's gonna be with yourself. And then you get to decide how you tell other people, and you get to decide who gets to know. You don't have to tell everybody all at once. Do not overwhelm yourself. Take baby steps if you need to. Or you can be like me and just have your friends and family meet up somewhere and say, yeah, I'm transgender. One of the other signs that I've really come into is you start to reach out to your friends who are trans. And I say that because a lot of my friends have reached out to me. And as a matter of fact, every single one that has reached out to me ended up being transgender. When you start to reach out to your friends and they start giving you your answers and it starts to make more sense, like, that's okay. Reach out to your friends who are transgender. Ask them their experience. Ask them what they went through. Bond with them, you know? It's important to have people you can talk to, and if you don't have people like that, I'm gonna put resources down in the description that you can go and you can talk to. There are gender therapists out there. There are counselors out there who will counsel your family who doesn't quite understand but they want to. For parents who are still watching, that is another thing I really advise you to do. Take your family to a counselor because you don't want to make your child feel like this is their fault. They are so tiny with all of those emotions and all of those feelings. The last thing that you want to do is scare them into thinking that they are wrong. They just want you to understand, okay? and understanding can save their life. We've had too many trans people who have committed suicide because they didn't have family support. But that's going to be a video for a different time. This is specifically geared at helping you realize what's going on in your life. And you don't have to make a decision by the end of this video. Keep doing research. Click on the next video, even if it's not mine. Keep looking up your answers. Keep fighting for yourself. If it's you against your family, there's ways to get out of it. Because at the end of the day, you have to worry about you. You cannot keep fighting for other people who will not fight for you. And I'm here, and I'm fighting for you, okay? I'm gonna keep posting these videos. I'm gonna keep giving you my information as best as I know it. I'm gonna keep sharing my knowledge as best I know it. I'm gonna have other people on my show. I think the next episode's gonna be a little different, but it's gonna be fun. Definitely gonna talk about butt hair because the topic is things that trans men didn't know were gonna happen to them on T. So that's gonna be an interesting conversation. Jesus. Just stick around for it, guys. And like I said, you're normal. You're loved. There's nothing wrong with you. Please research, because you don't want to take testosterone without the guidance of a gender therapist, a doctor. The same with estrogen. You don't want to do anything that can hurt you, because those changes are permanent. Now, I'm not saying you can't go off of T. You can, but it does physical changes that you cannot undo. So please do your research when it comes to T and estrogen. Just do your research. And if you decide that you're not transgender, you don't really know what's going on, but you want answers, I still recommend going to a gender therapist because they're really good at helping you figure it out. And if you're in the Tampa area, St. Pete area, call up Metro Health and Wellness Center. They will help you. They'll set up an appointment. They run off a sliding scale. They've got your back. They helped me. You've got this. I'm your biggest supporter. Come back for the next episode where we get to talk about butt hair. And you get to figure out all the stuff that you need to know before you decide to go on testosterone for all of my trans brothers. And for all my trans sisters, I love you. Stay tuned for the next episode, guys. Thank you so much. I'm out of here.